mm.
We're live.
We are? Oh, I'm not seeing it from my end.
I'm seeing it from my end.
Oh, all right. Well, good afternoon, friends and well wishers. It's us at the National Public Library back again with another part of our entrepreneurship and career series. Today, we happen to have with us Miss Nandy Charles of Ruby's Touch 268, and Nandy's going to tell us all about herself. Hi, Nandy.
Hi. Okay. As you know, my name is Nandi Charles, and I'm the owner of Ruby's Touch 268. With my business, I basically provide two. Well, it's basically two in one. So I not only do makeup, but I do hair as well. With the makeup now, I break it down as in face painting and body art. So with the body art, we do a lot of creative looks. I haven't done much for so far, a few. So if you'd like to see some of my work, you can check me on Facebook or Instagram at Ruby's Touch 268, and then you'll get to see all the different types of work I do with hair, makeup, and the body art.
Oh, nice. So, where is your business located?
Well, for now, I work at home
Mm-hmm.
due to the fact that I have another job. So instead of renting somewhere else, I basically work at home. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm home for now.
Okay, but what's the general location? What village?
All Saints Village.
Okay, that's nice. So, when you decided that you wanted to come into this particular course, what was your driving passion? What was it that inspired you to become a makeup artist, body paint artist, a general artist?
Well, it all started with me drawing,
Mm,
and it went far into having a passion for art, like creating different art pieces, painting, pictures, all these things. And as growing up, I usually like draw my eyebrow like a line and put on lip gloss when I'm going to school. So during that process, I started to develop a love for makeup. And
mm,
with makeup, it's still art because you have to work with colors, you have to work with different creations, different designs. So
mm.
everything just still breaks down to art. So because my love for art and everything, I decided, hey, let me start doing makeup and body art. With the hair now, I've always played in my sister hair. She used to be my mannequin, my human mannequin. So I would always do all different hair pieces in her head. Sometimes she get fed up and be like, "Oh, it's time for you to come out of my head." But with me practicing her head, it basically helped me to be who I am today, doing very well with my business and the makeup and everything. So it's just practice, 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 practice until where I am right now.
Okay. So having gone through and started that, that's when you decided that you were gonna go to school and make it official.
Yes, because after I started, I was like, let's be certified. Let's just not just be there on the back burner, just still practicing. Let's continue because I wanted to know more. I wanted to know the different techniques, different materials used to do these work. I wanted to know more. So I started doing my first course here at Abyss, and I graduated and got certified and everything. I am planning on doing more. I've been looked into another course in Jamaica. So I'm planning on
Mm-hmm.
starting to do more because there's still more. Because as you know, with hair and makeup, there's some new design coming every day. Something is created every day. So
Mm.
I'm not only want to be learning on YouTube only and still practicing on my sister here. I want to know more. So I'm planning on starting to further more into my studies when it comes to art with makeup and hair.
Yeah. I mean, running your own business, I know it's a tough thing, it's not for everybody. What would you say has changed about you since you started running your own business? How has it made your life different?
Changed me
Hmm. I mean,
somewhat.
personality wise,
Right.
how has it impacted you?
I'm a soft person. I'm a very
Mm-hmm.
soft person. I can be, meaning not soft as in walk, well, it basically leads down to that because I have this understanding and trying to understand where people are coming from with certain situations. So with my business, when I started, there's some people, friends, friends, who will want you to do perform a service on them and can't pay for the service. And then the excuse will be, oh, I'll pay you such and such time, oh, I'll come and do such and such time. And then when the time comes, they can't pay you. They can't give you what your service is cost for. And that has made me be so soft that eventually as time goes by I had to put down my foot. I had to know that this is a business. I got to make a profit because these materials ain't cheap. And for me to be spending so much on these materials and not making a profit back, it was just draining me. So I had to be like, if you can't afford the service, I can't perform the service. If you can't, so I had to just put my foot down.
Had to toughen up.
Yes, I had to toughen up. I really had to toughen up. I still soft in a way. I should say I still soft because, in this time with COVID, there's some people who can't really afford the full price. So I try to budget the price into an affordable. So some people who wants to get their hair done can afford it instead of going from
Hmm.
the normal price before time. So I try to
Hmm.
budget myself down in a way. When I was a budget is, try to
Adjust the price so that,
adjust. Yes, right.
yeah.
Adjust to fit my clients so I can still get my clients and everything.
Right. That's important. Being flexible is, I found throughout the series, it's something that's very important, you
Yes.
know, because I mean, you can want it, but if you are not willing to look at the situation and say, okay, well, maybe I need to step back for now, maybe I need to go forward now, maybe the price is a little bit too high, maybe I can afford
Yeah.
to charge a little bit more, you have to be flexible. But I know 2020 has been a rough year for everybody, and COVID has called for the most flexibility. How has the COVID-19 pandemic affected your business?
In the beginning, it's been a bit difficult because we can't go nowhere and everybody's paranoid, and with makeup you have to work in the person's face. So
Mm-hmm.
with that you are so scared and like, okay, you're working with that person and the person is gonna maybe end up sneeze on you, and then so you had those paranoid thoughts, and other people are paranoid as well. So nobody weren't going anywhere, nobody doing anything. So it kind of slowed down for a bit. But as the year goes by and everything starts to open back up, my clientele, everything starts to fall into place and went smoothly, I should say. I follow the protocols. You come, you sanitize your hand, we do the hair, we try to be safe as possible. Even with working with makeup, after finish and doing a person face, you wash your brushes right away before you do another client. So I try to follow my protocols, and everything been running smoothly so far, thanks to God.
Thank God, indeed. It's been trying for everybody. And I mean, I know at this point, with the difficulties that you've had from COVID, even before COVID, there would have been some challenges with, being a young woman on your own, opening a business. So what would you say was the most difficult part of getting yourself set up and running a business?
The difficult part was getting materials because when I
Mm,
started, I wasn't working like that. I was doing a few bar work, but then I got
mm,
fed up of working in a bar. So I just
mm,
stopped, and then I thought, what should I do? It was
mm,
hard getting jobs. It was hard. You go
mm,
in places, they say they're gonna call you back, you don't get a call. So I just like, let me create my own business. But
mm,
creating the business, as they say, you have to spend money to make money.
mm,
And I got little help from my friends getting
Mm,
a few of my materials, and
mm,
by getting that I start doing faces, and then the money start to come in, and then starting to get more materials. So it went
mm.
well for me as time goes by. So as the time I
Mhm.
climb, I got
Yeah.
better. So in the beginning it was just difficult getting the materials. That was the most difficult part.
Mm. And now, now that you've gotten yourself to a place where you have the materials and things that you need, what's the most difficult part of the day-to-day running of your business?
Well, the difficult part right now is because I have a job,
Mm,
and that is my side job as a business.
mm,
There's some people who would want my service at a certain time, and I can't
mm,
be available. So
mm,
it's kind of difficult. You're just losing that dollar right there. You have
mm,
to say no. So I have to end up being recommending them to someone else, or if they are so understandable to do it at the time that I'm finished working,
mm,
then I'm happy. But the
mm,
difficult part is just having to lose a client because the time that I'm going to be available won't be suitable for them.
mm. Do you have any intentions of growing your business, expanding beyond your current offerings, maybe having a permanent shop away from home?
Yes, I do plan on working on that. I'm planning on getting my own place and expand because I've always looked in pictures and like I can't wait to have this view, this studio with everything, because with art I want to get so deep into art with creating different looks, that people are being wowed to. So
Mm,
I want to get my own place. I want to start creating different looks, make someone's comfortable
mm,
instead of having them at my home all the time. It's
mm,
kind of uncomfortable at times, but that's what I
mm,
can do for now because of how the situation I'm in now. I'm not at the situation where I can do pay for a place to rent than where I
mm,
am. Financially is just not there as yet, but in the
mhm,
future, I'm working on that and plan to get there soon. Also in my business, I plan to also start something new.
mm.
Other part is based down with art where I want to start doing belly casting with
Belly
pregnant,
casting.
right? Because in
Mm,
Antigua we have a lot of pregnant females here, so I want to do something that they can remember. After having a baby, there's some people like I miss my belly sometimes when they see another person pregnant. So
mm.
I wanted them to have a solid image,
Reminder.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So they can remember how their belly used to be, and with that they have different designs on the casting, different colors, design, dazzle, painting, whatever they try. So I'm
Put
planning
the
on bringing
baby's name on it.
even that. And not only
Mm-hmm.
with marriage castings, but it will go as far as in marriage couples with their hand, baby feet, baby hands. So I want to start doing that. It was supposed to be for this year, but due to some circumstances, I was unable to do it this year. So hopefully next year, mid in the year, I can be
Mm-hmm.
able to start.
Sounds like fun.
Oh, it is. Thinking
And you
about it
seem
is
to
exciting.
enjoy your work very much. I love the positivity. So, what now do you think is your most favorite part about your job?
Meeting new people.
Mm,
And with meeting new people, when you're creating that hairstyle, you get the energy, the love of just doing the hair, because after the work is like, oh my God, I did that. So I just enjoy doing hair and makeup, creating, getting into all the colors, into all the different looks. It's just, even right now that I'm doing this new style, butterfly locks, I'll be looking at pictures and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to do this look on someone. And then when it comes to be like, okay, this is going to be my work. So it gets exciting working with these clients, and some of
mm,
them are friendly, some of them interact with you so well. So it get easy as it goes
mm. Butterfly locks, explain.
on. I don't have a client, but those who
Mm,
would like to see it, you can just check
mm,
my page. You will see my
mm.
different work, and then you will know.
Oh, this is most definite. So, you're at Ruby Touch 268, Instagram, Facebook.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah, I have to go check that out because I'm intrigued by butterflies and locks together. I don't have locks yet, but
Well,
I
they
have
call it
ideas.
butterfly locks, so I assume maybe the pieces that are out look like wings. So
I'm looking forward to it. Um, Now that you've had the opportunity to grow and look back and look forward, what piece of advice would you offer to other entrepreneurs thinking about starting their own business? If you could go back and talk to yourself from the past, what would you say?
don't give up.
Mm,
There are many times I want to give up and be like, I can't do this anymore because living in this do, doing a business is very hard
mm,
because you can't please everybody.
mm,
There's some people who are gonna want something being done and then it may not come out exactly they want it, or you do it as the best you can, they still
mm,
not pleased. So they have the thing, clients are always right. Customers are always right.
mm,
I believe it to an extent
mm,
because there's some customers, they will want something, you work it with them, and they still give you a difficult time. Like, I'm trying my best, which I'm being so professional with you, but then your attitude towards me is making me want to react, and then you don't want to react because they're gonna make it so big and start
yep.
blasting you on Facebook. So
Mm,
just working with people is just difficult. So don't give up because in the near future there's somebody that's going to inspire you, there's somebody that's going to motivate you, there's somebody that's going to tell you keep on going. And
mm,
for me, it's my son that's make me still going because I know I have a mouth to feed,
mm.
I have to provide for him. So, and also with the passion I have for it, I know that I can do it.
Oh, oh dear. Oh dear. It looks like we've lost Ruby. Ruby is still with us? Oh no. One moment. Let's see if we can get Ruby unstuck. Okay, it seems like I'm back, but we seem to have lost Miss Charles. Nandi, hello, are you there? Okay, it seems that we have regained our connection. I'm so sorry about that, but you know the Antigua that we live in, so the internet just goes and
Yes.
comes. But I guess we all understand the importance
What
of
I was
not
coming
giving
from.
up. Right, yeah. Because I mean, it's hard, and even when you think you have a viable idea, I can imagine that at some point you're gonna want to say, I'm tired, I came home from work, I don't want to do anymore, So I completely understand where you're coming from. I understand you're gonna give us a little demonstration of your skills today.
Yes, just a little quick clip of my makeup. So it's like, we be wearing our masks. So I'm just gonna do
Mm-hmm.
something where you wanna get your little eyebrows too and a little lash on, but you still have on your mask. So you still wanna look pretty with your eyes. So we're gonna do a
Yes.
little quick.
Okay. And so today's model.
Hi, Alicia.
Hi, we got Miss Payne as our model today. Are you excited to be touched
Yes,
by
I am.
Ruby?
Yes, she's a great makeup artist.
Oh, you worked with her before?
Yes, I do. She did my makeup for
Mm.
my birthday.
Ooh, nice. Okay. So talk us through what you're doing there, Miss Ruby.
So I'm not gonna go as in full depth because it's gonna be taken too long. So her
Mm-hmm.
eyebrows is very thick. So we're just gonna fluff them out a bit to the shape that I want, and then we're gonna use a pencil to outline underneath to the shape of her eyebrows. They're not cut, so we won't get that clean look as how I want it to. So we're just gonna just work with it. And then at the top, I'm gonna shape out. And then we repeat the same process on the other eyebrow.
Mm.
Oh,
Mm.
well, the brand is basically sharpened already. So I can't tell you the
Okay.
brand. But I'm using a brown pencil.
Mm. Are we going to match the hair, or are we trying to match the skin?
We are trying to match the skin. We can't match the hair. The hair is darker. So we're gonna match her skin. But we ain't putting on no full foundation because the weather's out there is very hot. We live in Antigua. So I'm not putting on no
Mm-hmm.
full foundation, anything. She's gonna do her eyebrows, do a simple eyebrow look, and apply an eyelash on her, and then
Mm-hmm.
we call it.
Mm-hmm.
What I notice is well, sometimes when we work with clients, we have this tendency of grazing, laying our hand on the person's face like this, and So I was trying to
Mm-hmm.
practice myself to avoid these things because I have my pinky sometimes resting on her face, and it sometimes
Jaw.
can be uncomfortable to the client. So I was trying my best to just keep my hand off. I don't have all my tools here with me, but
Mm-hmm.
before my client comes, we sanitize the hand, let her sit down, make sure she's comfortable. You interact a little, ask her what she would like to me to do. Show me what if she
Mm-hmm.
has an image, or if she don't have an image, I can show a few pics in my phone, and
Mm-hmm.
she pick whichever one she likes, and then we start. We also ask questions like, do you want me to go dramatical if she don't have a picture? But there's some people like their dramatic look, and there's some people who like it very natural. So these are a few
Mm,
questions you can ask your client and make sure they're comfortable so you don't disappoint the client.
mm.
Drawing eyebrows, I don't usually go right to the tip of the eyebrow. I usually leave that space out so I can blend in the pencil into her eyebrow so it looks as
So
natural
you
as
don't get
possible.
that hard drawn
Harsh
on
look,
look.
right?
Right. Okay.
So blend in as much as possible. So you have that little ombre looking type of eyebrow look.
Mm,
So it's gonna look a bit thick when you apply
mm,
all the pencil and everything, but once the concealer comes to play, the magic happens.
mm.
You get that curve, you get it to whatever shape you want, and it basically just disappear all the unnecessary here that you don't want to see. I can tell you what concealer I use because I'm gonna use a dark color pro concealer. Try your best as much as possible to use a conviction. But with some people, when you're doing the eyebrow, it depends on what look you're doing for the eyes. You apply a lighter color to the person's skin
Mm.
so you can get the eyeshadow to pop. But we're not doing any eyeshadow right now. So I'm just going to use a color to her complexion. I'm not going to blend the concealer into her eyelid much because I hate for me. I don't know, for some makeup artists, we all do a thing different.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use my makeup wipes and I'm gonna clean it off. So it looks like it's your eye, it wasn't drawn on. It's gonna look like it wasn't drawn on after wiping off that concealer. So the concealer is just to get a shape and to hide the hair that you don't want to show. But then I'm just
Mm-hmm.
at the top. Some of us don't use the same concealer. We use a darker or even the foundation that you're gonna apply on your face, you use it at the top because at the top, if you use the same bright color you use below, it's gonna show and looks very harsh and nasty. So to prevent that, to prevent that, you can use whatever foundation you have. That's your complexion, your shade, and just shape up at the top. I do have some difficult times doing eyebrows. So it takes a lot of work getting the perfect eyebrow. It usually takes me, it's actually the longest thing to do
I know, cause
than all.
I have wayward eyebrows myself.
There's some people who, like, if you have like take a rough eyebrow, um, not give the tip too much, but you can use hair glue or you can
Mm.
use the eyelash glue. When I said eyelash glue, I'm talking about the clear one, and you can just press it on your eyebrow and make it lie down, and then you shape out your eyebrow.
Oh. Ooh, okay.
But then
Tip.
be sure to ask your clients if they're allergic to it before it
Mm.
starts to irritate their skin. Eyebrows usually take the most work.
Ooh, I can see the difference already. I'm appreciating that you're not just pushing her head into position like
That's
some
why we
people
usually
do.
yes, because some people will be like, "Oh, she's so aggressive." So you can ask your client to just lift up your head. But the best thing to do is to get, because we're not in the rightful chair, the best thing to do
Mm,
is to get a chair with the person a bit above you so you can be up here instead of down here and having to ask them to lift their face every second, every minute, because some people are not going to remember, okay, I have to keep my head like that, and it's going to get very
mm.
uncomfortable. So, some people may not have it right away, but as time goes by, you can get the right chair
Mhm.
to make you and your client comfortable.
And Miss Payne is being such a good model.
Oh,
Thank
yes, she
you.
is. Always remember, you're not going to get both eyebrows the same. One
Mm,
is going to be totally different than the other. May not be so much, but a little bit different than the other. So if you do get the
mm.
both eyebrows the same, kudos to you, because that is real a lot of work to get the two eyebrows exactly the same.
As my hairdresser says, they should be sisters. They may not be twins, but they should at least be sisters.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can see how the adding of the concealer is making the eyebrow stand out even more.
Yes, it does. And especially when you have a little lighter color, not too far from your skin tone. Because if it's completely your skin tone, it's just gonna blend, but you're not gonna see the shape as much as how you want to see the shape.
Mm,
And then after you finish shape it up, then you can blend it to disappear the harsh look of the concealer with
mm,
your foundation. But bear in mind, everybody do their work totally different. There's some people who feel like leaving their eyebrow last, and there's some people who
mm,
feel to do the eyebrow first. So what I may do may be something that somebody may not do. So always remember,
mm,
somebody's work is gonna be totally the way they go about doing it, because you gotta do it to your how to make you comfortable.
mhm.
What do you think is best for you? What you're comfortable doing? And you're gonna blend all that. You disappear all those harsh looks. And blend in the eyebrow. And makeup takes a lot of work and patience.
This much I know. That's why I opt not to do it on the regular.
Yeah, as a makeup artist, I don't wear it every day like some. It's a lot of work to get up in the morning and do your face and be on time. So I would tip my hat off to some people who can do their face and get at work on time, because that is a challenge, right? Okay, so we got the shape. Gonna blend it out a bit. Get a little umber look, and then we're gonna use the wipes to take off all those concealer.
Mm. I'm loving it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
If some may ask if you can use any wipes,
Mm.
you somewhat can, but to get off all the makeup off your face, you would have to use oil. So if you're using regular wipes, you can basically dump it in some coconut oil
Mm.
or olive oil and then rub it in and pass it on. If you don't want to you feel like you can't afford the actual makeup wipes, you can
Mm.
use regular wipes, but the oil will be best to apply with it to remove.
So kind of like the micellar water wipes.
Yes.
Mm, okay. Could you explain micellar water for those of us who don't know?
Um,
Mm.
this one don't
Okay.
have this.
So being the ridiculous librarian that I am, of course, I would have done a little bit of research. So, to my understanding, the micellar water contains particles of oil suspended in the liquid that are then impregnated into the cloth to draw off makeup from the face.
Right. Okay. I think I get it off as much as possible. So that's my to-go eyebrow
Ooh,
without no foundation.
You like it?
yeah, yeah. Because before it didn't have the definition at the end, it just kind of just disappeared. But now you kind of flow off into a nice little taper. I like it.
Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna
And so
apply
we're
some.
getting eyelashes now?
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Well, I don't know if y'all can see that. This is what I use to apply the eyelash. I usually use my tweezers, but I don't have my tweezers with me today, so we're gonna improvise. It's been a while since I've used my finger to apply. I hope I don't. I think I still got it. We're wearing this lash from Lash Out. This one is Sunny. This is the name of her own. Comfortable? Always be sure to ask that question if they're comfortable with the lash, because there's some people don't like lash, and lash can be very heavy. So make sure they're comfortable with it so you can adjust it to their comfort. Oh my God. Don't usually get that all the time.
Ooh. Wow. Okay.
And that's
Yeah. The lashes just took it from everyday to dramatic. Oh my.
Yes, it always be the pop for your makeup. Because like having a full face with makeup and no lash is like a boring makeup. But with lashes, like that's the makeup. That's the look. So this is what you can do, something simple if you want to not wear this
Just lean
dramatic
in for us,
foundation.
please, Miss Payne. Yes.
You don't want
Bring that lovely face closer. Yes.
You can see?
Yes, we can.
right. See, your eyes still popping, still have on all that thing going on there, and you have on your mask, because we can't really see the lipstick. And then if you wear your mask and you have on the foundation, it's still gonna get the mask nasty up and everything.
Dirty.
So
Yeah.
you have here where you can still looking all fabulous and everything. And there's some who would like to have their eyeshadow. You can do a natural eyeshadow, you can do pop. It all depends on how you're feeling and what you're going for. So this is my to-go look with the pandemic.
I love it. I love it. Thank you very much for being her model, Miss Payne.
You're welcome.
So just
Thank
remind us again where we can reach you, Miss Ruby.
You can meet me on Facebook or on Instagram at Ruby'sTouch268. And you can contact me via DM me if you want to make an appointment, and we go as far as that.
Is there a number that they can call if they want to get in contact?
Sure, you can call me at 774-0784.
Excellent. We just want to thank you very much for coming out and spending some time with us here today at the public library. We had a wonderful time and we enjoyed watching Miss Payne going from every day to every day. All right, friends. So that's all we have time for today. So join us again next week when we will have Mr. Sonali Andrews in the house, and he will be talking to us about graphic design and art. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye, everybody.
Bye.